Hi, Tim Davis here. I'm very happy to be here. I'm an artist. I, in high school, started making photographs, driving around and making pictures of stuff that interested me without a lot of preconceptions. This project, Transit Byzantium, came about by my working on a larger project starting a trip in Arizona. And one day I saw a guy carrying a cross, a guy dressed as Jesus carrying a cross with a rubber wheel at the bottom to help him hold it down a street, a kind of airport access road in Phoenix. And I filmed him from the car. The camera was attached to the car window, and we filmed him driving down the street. And it was a beautiful, incredible moment, one of those moments that all photographers are kind of built to be present for. Everything coming together, the light, the subject, having the right technical means, and being there. And I didn't exactly know what to do with it. And along the course of that trip, I made a few more shots like that, tracking shots following a subject as they walked. When you film someone walking and you're on their side and you're going at the same exact speed that they're at, a relationship between the subject and the figure and the ground is changing all the time. So the great concern of so much of photography and so much of the history of art is about the figure-ground relationship. And suddenly, for me, this relationship was kind of unhinged. The subject was staying in place, but the background was changing. Like in almost like a zoetrope or a Lazy Susan. And there was something weirdly theatrical about it, as if there were people back there with flats changing the backdrop, and I just thought it was incredibly beautiful. And really set everything I had learned as a photographer, working with large format, developing a habit of making pictures that were incredibly precise and very perfectly rendered. Suddenly everything had changed in that everything was unfixed. The project is named for a Cleveland songwriter and singer named Bill Fox, and he has a record called Transit Byzantium, and I thought then of the title as being about crossing a city, a great city. I began to notice that everyone's walk was very individual, and that even if they were self-conscious about being filmed for a short period of time, within a few steps they almost couldn't help but slot back into a native kind of habitual walk. And I really think that we could probably study walking and find that it's as individual as a fingerprint. So I spent, I don't know, was it 10 days or so filming all over town. I didn't use a GPS or have a map. I just drove around and tried to find people who were walking. I would guess that people who are walking, unless they absolutely have to walk, are people that are engaged with the world somehow, interested in the way it feels and the way it looks. And I think photographers, for the most part, maybe decreasingly, but are interested in the world and the way it looks. Despite all of these things, I tried to find a wide diversity of natives, neighborhoods, class, race, and I think I was pretty successful at it.